Perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
We're going to set.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. You look at the Saints defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
34-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Shuck. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw now, Shuck. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Shuck will throw on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 73 yards. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard
Throwing, Shuck. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Saints have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Seahawks 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Morton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Saints.
Ready? 60 Bisons.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A gain of 14.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Evades him at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to throw, Darnold. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. It was pretty evident in reading everything, hearing these guys talk, that this was a deal they wanted to get done. They know how valuable he is to this team.
Absolutely a key component to what they do and what they do well. And if they want to continue to have success in the future, they knew they needed him, and they got the deal done.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
We go side. Side.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are back within a couple of the lead. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
To throw is Shuck. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kayshon Boutte from 19 yards away. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here is the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Time.
From the gun, it's Walker. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
2-yard line.
Here's Darnold. He completes this to Walker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To the left side, looked in by Horton. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Darnold to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Darnold down to throw. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. 2 yards to go, second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30.
Now it's Darnold. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Here goes that.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Down to about the 37.
sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Trying to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, Shuck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 52 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 23.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so...
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Seahawks 23.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go, set. Set.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Horton. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here we go, set. Set.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Again, Darnold. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 35 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Shuck. Gets this complete to Butte. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
from the gun. They'll try to run it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air is out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw now, Shuck. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Darnold. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Here's Darnold. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. Here's 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Darnold. is incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From the contact.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Here we go, set. Red 80. Red 80. Hey, set.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at their 48-yard line.